Hello, everyone. This topic is called the separation of church and state. I want to talk about how much that term has been abused and wrongly used. It's like one of the top 10 expressions that people tend to completely mutilate and use it the wrong way. And the people controlling things in our government, they intentionally misuse it because of their own agenda. So let's go over a couple things. One, it talks about, now this isn't exact word for word, but it basically says that Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free practice of religion, and it's not, and Congress isn't supposed to establish a religion, nor is it supposed to prohibit the free practice thereof. Now, this so-called wall of separation of state and religion, where nothing religion is supposed to exist anywhere except for inside a person's home, that's 100% false. The thing that they call the separation of church and state, it don't actually even say that in the Constitution. It talks about the Congress not restricting people's practice of religion, and that the Congress is not supposed to create an official religion, and it's not supposed to control religion or force it onto the people. This part of the Constitution, it was supposed to designed to be a one-way street. It's supposed to restrict what the government can do towards religion. It's supposed to have no restrictions about what religion itself can do. But they've turned it around to where now all of a sudden the government has the right to do all this restriction and say, well, hey, you can't have a cross, you can't have any symbolism that even resembles religion anywhere that's public, because there's a separation. It was only designed to put restrictions on the government so they never try to exercise any control over religion. So therefore, religion was supposed to be 100% free, and there's supposed to be this wall. You want to talk about walls? There's supposed to be this wall, this barrier that prevents the government from doing anything to religion, infringing on it in any way. So it's actually did a total 180. The government uses that clause that they intentionally abuse to prohibit religion everywhere, which is the exact opposite of what it was designed to be. Okay? They just had in the news a high school coach. After the game, he would go out on the 50-yard line. He wouldn't tell anybody else that they had to, so they can't use that argument. And he would do a quick 20-second prayer. Well, he's now fired, because the worst thing you can have happen in a school is someone who follows God and allows other people to see him. They told him, if you go, we'll set up some room somewhere. You go hide in a closet where no one in the school can see you, then we'll let you do a silent prayer. But you can't do it if anybody's watching you. In Florida, an official Satanist group created a comic book, not a comic book, but a coloring book, activity book. And that has been allowed into some school districts in Florida. But the one thing that cannot be tolerated in any way, shape, or form is religion, the practice of, or any symbols of, to be seen or expressed anywhere in public. It can only be done in your closet. But here's the kicker. It's not religion. It's Christianity. The one religion that can hurt their power, because it's based on a certain set of characteristics and philosophies that they don't want people to have. You know, so Christianity is what is being affected. So the separation of church and state. I'm not going to make a super long video because people's attention spans are so short. A lot of attention spans, if it's longer than 30 seconds, they're gone. But it was designed to be a one-way street that only prevents the government from doing anything that affects religion. But religion is not supposed to be restricted by the government. They are supposed to be able to do how they want. But it's been twisted, and it's been done on purpose, unfortunately, by the folks who want to divide, separate, and weaken for the ultimate goal of having more power over us little sheep that like to hang out in the field and chew the grass. This is Eagle Owl, and I approve this message.